What's up, everybody? This is BakaBites. I'm Frankfurter, and today with me I have Jutendo64 and the one and only Manga Sloth. Welcome in, boys. How are y'all doing?
Yo, what up? Good.
Good.
Great. Now that I finally am back in semi-living form.
Hey, that's good. Yeah, no, last week when we recorded, you were just a PNG, but today we've got a full life paperboy with us, as well as a
Hooray!
sloth. Manga Sloth. It's been a while since since you've chatted with us. It's been probably close to a year now, but it's good to have you back, buddy. What's new in the life of Sloth other than shooting manga with a shotgun?
Yeah, I was wondering, has it been a year or has it been longer? I feel like it's been longer than a year. I mean, I
It
don't know.
It certainly could be. I haven't checked. I should have checked the studio to see when our last episode was together. But yeah, it's been quite some time since we've had you on, and it's good to have you back, honestly. But yeah, no,
Well,
I saw
I I
your
do
recent.
see it. Not the button. I was just saying I do see it. It says a year ago. So I mean, it could be, and that's just on YouTube, and that could be longer, but still, that's
Yeah,
a long time.
it's still been a very long time. I'm glad to see Big Mom in the background yet again. But yeah, no. So this episode is kind of going to be like a little fast and loose. We're just basically going to be discussing what we've been reading recently, what we've been watching, as well as what we're excited for in the year of 2026. Spring season has just begun, and Drew, you kind of were talking pre-show just now that you're excited for tomorrow because of a certain show that is coming out. So why don't you? Because I've really only in passing have heard about this, and AKA that is when Tyler and I did the spring preview. I know next to nothing about the series. I made friends with the second prettiest girl in my class, so sell us on it. What is this series about?
It's Comey can't communicate, but Comey talks. So basically, this guy starts high school like many of our heroes do, and he's like psyching himself up to say something to the class, right? Everyone's going to do their class introductions, and it's like coming to his name, and he's like freaking out, and he just stands up and he's like, "Hey, I like to watch D tier class horror movies that involve sharks and just eat junk food on the weekends."
It's
And when he sits down, he's like, "Oh my God, that was the worst thing ever. Like, I'm so dumb. Why did I say that?" And like everyone else starts going through their hobbies. And then like he does the internal monologue of, "Oh, that's the prettiest girl. She's going to talk about sports." And she stands up. Of course, she talks about sports. And then her best friend, the second prettiest girl in school, she talks about her hobbies and stuff. And he's just like kind of like, "I made the worst first impression. High school's going to be hell. It's going to be middle school all over again." So I believe in the manga. Like it doesn't say specifically, but I assume it fast forwards because it's the weekend or it's Friday, I believe. Friday or Saturday. Anyways,
sure.
he's at he's at the video store, and this girl comes up to him, and she's dressed like the stereotypical like incognito popular girl. She's got the glasses on, she's got the hat on. She goes, "Hey, are you renting Sharknado 5 over there?" And he's got it in his hand, and he's like, "Yeah, why?" And he's like, "Oh my God." And he says her name out. And he's like, "You're so and so from class." She's like, "Shut up. Like, don't tell everyone." And they start talking, and she's like, "You said what I wanted to say to the class. You announced that you like these D tier shark movies." And she's like, "When I saw the class's reaction,"
It's like I can't take that bullet
she's
again.
like, yeah, I can't do it either. So like, you want to hang out and be friends?" And his answer is, "Why?" So
Wonderful.
just him just being super deadpan and super honest, even in the beginning of the manga, is pretty good. Um, I got up to the seventh or eighth chapter, I think. I can't remember. Um, just because once I saw that it was being announced, I don't want to spoil things for myself.
Yeah,
Kind of similar to what I did for Dun 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 Dun. Although now
gotcha.
that's killing me inside, so I might just keep reading. But yeah, it's like the way I look at it, it's Comey can't communicate, but Comey can talk.
Very nice.
What's it called again?
It's I made friends with the second prettiest girl in my class. And I'll have
Okay.
all the relevant information that we talk about tonight in the description for our episode. But yeah, no, like I think Tyler and I, when we went through the seasons, what does this start with? I Made Friends. I'm trying to find it here on our list. We both said that we were going to give it a 1-episode try. So at least we'll watch the first episode and we'll go from there and see if we're going to continue it. But I'm glad you were excited for it, Drew, because, yeah, this is another show that, it's just one of the many names in the list of animes that are coming out this season. So, but, yeah, I was going to ask you, Sloth, if you had ever heard of this series, if you've been reading this one or not, or, if not, like, what have you been up to?
No. I would have to. I'd have to type it in and like maybe see if I've seen the manga. That's as close as I would get if I've. Do you know who prints it?
It looks like. Well, no, Yen Press is what the source was for the announcement.
Hold
Let
on.
me double check real quick. Might still just be Yen Press. Wikipedia. Light novel.
Kodokawa?
Manga.
Yeah, it's published
English
by.
is Yen Press. English is Yen Press.
Oh, okay.
So.
And is it printed yet?
Let's see here. Manga English release. The first volume was July 1st, 2025. So yeah, the first 2 are out. The 3rd volume comes out in June.
Okay, so I most likely do own the manga for this.
Somewhere in your vast library.
Because Yen Press sends me basically one of everything new. So
Okay.
I have it somewhere.
Nice.
But I know nothing about it.
Well,
But
now
it
you know a
sounds
little
like if
bit.
yeah, I mean, saying it's Comey, but she speaks, sounds like it might be something I'd watch or at least try. I mean, I watched the first season of, or however many Comeys are out until they stopped.
I think the first 2 seasons. They stopped right after the first year of high school. They were about to get to the second year is what they teased at the end of season 2.
Yeah,
I'm
I haven't
still
read
waiting.
the rest of it, but my wife read it all. I think she just finished the last one that came out.
Oh, very nice.
Number 37 or something. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read that one a little bit while back. It's on the Shonen Jump app, so I was able to read it with, the monthly subscription or no, maybe it was on the Viz Media app, not the Shonen Jump one. So I was able to read it there, and yeah, it's a fun series overall. So definitely looking forward to that series more than I was when first started this conversation. So thank you for that, Drew. But yeah, Sloth, like what has been going on in your world? Like it's been a while. Like catch us up. What in the past year have you been reading? What are you super into currently? Like what's up with you, buddy?
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go down the last year.
No,
Bunch.
maybe not the last year, but what are some highlights?
I obviously, me and my wife obviously read manga 10 times more than we watch anime. We love anime, but compared to you guys, I'm assuming we watch so much less.
Probably so.
It's like right now, I don't even know. Between us, we might have 100, 150, 200 ongoing series. Like it's a lot. In manga wise,
right.
not enough for ending, but too more beginning.
It's the hard truth. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, then they stack up, and then you gotta start making life choices and getting rid of all the 6s and even sometimes 7s out of 10.
Yep.
Let's see, what have I been reading recently? Oh yeah, I've been reading Baki.
Oh, very
Baki's
nice.
been great.
Hell yeah.
Kodama Tales have just been kicking so much ass as a publisher.
Because I've seen those books finally get. Is it not a re-release, or is it just a? Is it a re-release, or is it the first time in the United States?
First time in English.
Okay. Yeah.
And they're doing it's the greatest print schedule ever. They're printing it faster than any other manga. 2 volumes a month.
Oh
wow.
Shit.
It's amazing.
That's what Kingdom needs to be doing, but they're not.
I mean, Kingdom is the second fastest at 1 a month, so you get 12 a year, but it's still going to take, was it 6-7 years to catch up?
Yeah, because Kingdom had Baki. I just looked it up. It has 154 volumes.
That's so many.
Kingdom has 78, so that's just over 6 years. If my mental math it's 6 years and 6 months.
Yeah, it's like 70 some volumes, I think. And then Baki, I think, is going to have 24 volumes, or 22 or 24. Or wait, no.
No, it says
I'm getting that messed up.
Baki the Grappler has 154 total volumes. And I think it's still going. Because you've got Baki the Grappler, Baki Hanma, Baki Duo, Baki Duo again. I don't know. The one is Baki dash DOU or DOU, and then one is Baki DOU, all one word, and then Series 6 is Baki Rahan. So
yeah, so the first chunk will just be Baki the Grappler from them, and then it'll be separate series for the ones after. And I think, I'm getting this wrong.
No, you're good.
I feel like Baki the Grappler is mid-20s.
It's
in their size of volumes that they're printing.
Okay, because it's 42, and I think Baki they're printing 2 per. It's not necessarily an omnibus, but it's a bigger book.
Yeah, it definitely isn't a 3-in-1. But it's 2, definitely 2.
Yeah. So if that's the case, then it'd be 22 months. So you just under 2 years. So yeah, that's actually a really good print run. That's not bad at all.
Math.
We ask you to come visit and talk to us, and we make you do math.
Forget anime, forget manga. Pull up your calculators. Let's get going.
Yeah,
find the variable for X.
The calculators the teachers told you will never have on hand with you at any time.
Yeah, not in your pocket.
Right.
Your little laptops.
God, what a time to be alive. As for me, I know that you've been reading a ton. I've been reading a ton as well, mostly digitally, mostly on the Shonen Jump apps. I'm on Manga Plus, which is another part of Shueisha, but it's like they have different series from Shonen Jump and they have different series from Viz. I'm not really reading too much on the Viz Media app. And then there are like 3 really series that I've been reading on Mangadex, which I know is a little taboo. It's a little gray area there, but they're series that don't have official releases yet here in the United States. So it's like when they do officially get released in the United States, because they'd be crazy not to release these series, I absolutely will be buying them. The first one is She's Likely Aiming for My Older Brother. Really fun rom-com. Absolutely love it. It is just a delight to read. Another on there is called Bus for Two, which is super, super just awesome. It's such a nice little, it's not even a romance comedy. It's like young love. It's like middle school. I think middle schoolers transitioning into high school. That's what it is. Super dope. Really love it. It's very adorable. And then the last one is They Are Still Being Shaken This Morning. The translation on this one I feel like is a little weird, but for the title anyways. But this one by far is my favorite, and I'm still catching up. There's 42 chapters, and I'm only on like chapter 12. But the premise behind this one, which I absolutely love, is that there are 2 kids basically that take the train to high school. They go to separate high schools, but they sit next to each other, and they both have a crush on each other. And most of the story is being told by 3 people who also take the same train, who are observing them and just like form a group for themselves and text between themselves like, oh my God, is it happening? No, they're not going to talk to each other. Oh, is it happening? No, they're not going to talk today. And it's so uniquely different from what's out that it's so much fun. And the art is great. The comedic bits are funny, and I cannot wait for this to get a physical release because it is so good. So yeah, I know.
Bus for Two?
Bus for Two is on Mangadex as well. Bus for Two is basically 2 middle schoolers transition into high school in a very, very small town, and the girl decides, everybody's gone to school together from like kindergarten till now, and they all know each other. There's only one class for each, grade, etc. And one of them decides to go to a different high school because she's kind of like best in their class, smart wise, but social skills, like she's friends with everybody, but not like super friendly. And so she goes to another high school, and it's about her taking a bus with another person who commutes a little further to the one school that they used to go to. And it's kind of about their budding romance that is forming in this small town on a bus. And it's good. It's very adorable, very cute, very slow slice of life. So those two I'm really enjoying. I mean, and same with She's Likely Aiming for my older brother. Those are the three like gray area ones that I'm reading because, Mangadex, it's always gray. Usually I try to stay away from whatever is being printed here in the United States. But if there's no printing whatsoever, like I'm just going to call it fair game. And then if it does get a printing, I'm going to go buy it if I like it. So these three series for sure I will buy as soon as they come out in the United States, if they come out. But that's kind of like the three that I'll talk about right now that I'm reading that I'm really enjoying that are like on Mangadex. Drew, I know we've asked you about kind of like, your show that you want to watch tomorrow. What else have you been kind of into currently, whether it be reading, anime, etc.?
So I was just looking ahead actually, and unfortunately I went all the way to fall. And there's a show of an old series that I forgot existed, and now I'm secretly hyped up for it. Siren is coming out in October. So I was like, oh, that throws me back, and now I feel old, and now I feel sad. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm trying to think if I could. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's a few older properties that are getting like newer releases, which I'm really loving this trend. Like I know for that fall season, Ranma one half is also getting another season, which is going to be great. And then you also get Magic Knight Rayearth, which is another larger series that is getting kind of a reboot, and I'm looking forward to at least seeing what that's all about, because I know I didn't even realize that it was a manga to begin with. I thought that series was just a video game.
Yeah, that's what we were saying last week, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we talked about that last week, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well.
If you ever get a chance to look through the hardcovers of Magic Knight Rayearth, it's beautiful art.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's Clamp's Sailor Moon. I mean,
Okay,
that's what it is, but with robots like Gundams.
All right, let's go.
It's pretty sweet. It's pretty.
You said the magic word.
I could dig it. Like this is not bad. I could dig that. But
what you were saying is the resurgence of some of these older series is great, and it's also happening. I'm connected more to the manga side. It's also happening manga wise with perfect timing because they reprinted all of Siren and Hikaru no Go and Doctor Slump and all these ones that people have been not wanting to invest $600,000 to get a set of them. So it's great time. Great timing.
Yeah, I actually just bought the first 3 volumes of Eye Shield.
Yeah,
which
I
know just got a reprint
my Eye
as
Shield
well.
set finally.
Eye Shield is so good though. Like it's honestly, it was like I want to say gateway, but it was more like I watched a lot of just what was popular, and then one of my friends recommended is like, hey, like coincidentally football season's starting and this show has ended. Do you want to like watch the recaps or like get into it with me? I was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, oh my God, there's sports anime? And he's like, well, buddy. And he like opened the door and he's like, there's this kind. And I can't remember the name, Frank, but it's coming out like end of this year or next year. Or is that the hockey manga that just started?
Dog's Red?
Yeah.
I was going to say Dog's Red is the only hockey manga that I know going on. Unless you're talking about like the show that Tyler watched, the Pure Orange, I believe is what it was. It was like a mix between like women's ice hockey and idols.
Yeah, I was confused by it. But I'm really excited that, like, again, sports anime exists in that sort of function. But I'm trying to think back, and I need to remember my password because I don't have it saved on my computer. But for Crunchyroll, so I could see what I was watching last. But I think like the last thing I probably watched was I got mad that I missed it. It was probably JJK or the season finale of Free Ren, but that's about it.
Okay. Um, Speaking of kind of like bigger titles like JJK and Freerin, this season does boast a lot of like
Oh, yeah.
larger titles. Um, Sloth, have you given any thought into watching anything coming out this season, let alone Hat Atelier? Because that's the biggest one, I feel like.
Yes. So here's where I probably should have did a little bit of research before coming on here.
No, you're good.
I don't know what's coming out, like manga wise or anime wise, like until I see it in like Discord or YouTube. Like I got to see it from somebody else. I'm not actively searching what's coming out, so I'm not 100% sure. I will be watching. Very important. My wife's like, when you're done with this, I'm upstairs and we're watching Witch Hat.
Yeah, the
So
first I just checked it. The first two
yeah,
episodes actually released. It was the
so
same.
she's
Yeah,
dying for that. So
yeah.
and I have not read Witch Hat. She reads Witch Hat, so I'm
Oh,
excited
dude,
to see.
it's the prettiest art you've done darn seen. Like it is incredible.
As
Like
soon as I seen that the deluxe was coming, I'm like, I'm just gonna wait and
I
just
know,
read it.
but like, but it's just so good. Like this is one of
I
those
know, I
series.
know.
Like this series to me gave me kind of like a childlike wonder feeling as
Hmm.
Harry Potter did the first time I read Harry Potter.
Hmm.
Like that's how this series felt to me. But yeah, I in a previous episode when Tyler and we got to go see I got to go see the Crunchyroll sneak peek night in theaters. It looks like they started a trend last year, 2 years ago, maybe at this point, where they put the first 3 episodes of a new season in theaters before the season started. And now they've switched that. Instead of doing one show, 3 episodes, they're taking like 4-ish series and giving you the first episode of those series, or like those instead. And they had the first 2 episodes of Witch Hat, so I'm glad that week 1 we get the first 2 episodes. So it's like great. Next week I could watch the new stuff. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it as well. But there's just to catch you up, Sloth, because you probably read more of these than you are gonna watch them. But Witch Hat is another one or a big one that's coming out this season. Daemons of the Shadow Realm, which is the Full Metal
Oh yeah.
Alchemist author, that is out this season as well. You've got
Yeah, read that.
Yep, you've got the final part of Doctor Stone coming out this season.
That's what I watched on the weekend.
Do you
You've got
know
the
if the
oop,
new, you might even say it, sorry, I'm just butting in. Do you know if the new, finally after like 5 years, the new season of Yona is out this year?
ooh,
Or is
you
that,
know what? I don't believe it is. I don't remember Yona being on the list, so
because I was gonna
unfortunately
say
not.
that if it was this year, and then it must be 27 then, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I can do a quick search to see when
No,
Yona
it's okay.
might be coming out, but as of right now,
I'm
I
trying
know
to
it's
think
not.
up something I'm looking forward to this year.
Yeah, it's still unannounced, but yeah, I mean, you've got ReZero and then Classroom of the Elite and the next season of Slime, etc. But I will say that one of the series that I'm most looking for anime wise coming out this season that I've read, I'm caught up digitally via the K Manga app, and I'm curious to know if you've actually read this series, Wistoria Wand and Sword.
Well, I've been hearing a lot of good things about it.
Sloth, have you
I,
potentially?
I cannot reach it, but I just did my manga haul a couple days ago. And yes, I have Wistoria. I showed off volume uh, 11 and 12, so I'm up to date on that. I like it. It's like Harry Potter with the sword, with Black Clover
Ooh.
ish.
Yeah, it's a
Sort.
mixture. Yeah, I'd say that's a good analysis or
That's
mixture
off the
of
top of
Harry
my head.
Potter.
It's it's had its ups and downs, but every time, especially with these last two volumes, I had them sitting around for a while, and then I was like, all right, I'll read this, and I wasn't looking forward to it. Like I wasn't very excited, and then I just blazed through them, and I was like, okay, I remember why I like this.
Yeah, I'm unfortunately caught up, and now it's a monthly series, so it's like I have to read month to month, and I'm like, but it's
Be a
such
cool
a
anime.
it is such a good series that I feel like is very underappreciated. It doesn't get the love or media attention that I feel like it should. Because season two is definitely going to be a lot, not necessarily better, but it is going to be a lot heavier than season one, and I'm gonna enjoy that. So, but yeah, no, I know that there's just a ton of series. What I guess other things, because we talked about, you saying like you've been reading some retro stuff, that's kind of getting a refresh. Like, what else have you been really into, Sloth?
Um, oh, before I forget, yeah, you were right. Yona's the season two has been confirmed, not announced the date, so
Okay.
not this year. Um, Anime wise, maybe I mean I just finished To Eternity season three, and
That is
then
still a blind spot.
which is amazing. Um, uh, re I'm biased. Read it over anime first. I mean, I'm probably gonna say that to most 99% of things.
Oh, 100%.
Because even like OVAs and stuff, like, and they skip so much stuff. Um, what I watch? Oh, Free Run, of course. Whoops.
Free Run season two, it was good. I see why they kind of kept it to 10 episodes rather than doing a full season. They just didn't want to get into the next, you know, arc
Yeah,
or main arc. So
I was
I,
not happy once I found out it was just 10 episodes, and then the next one's like a year and a half away. But I understand the Golden Land arc is what I was looking forward to. It's a lot longer.
yeah,
Um,
it's kind of like that, and like how Danadan Studio Seru is like, hey, we're working on it, but it's not until 2027. And everybody's like, fuck. But at the same time, like, yeah, we'll wait for it. Like, we're looking forward to it. So sure.
uh, I have so much. Jeez almighty. I have so much manga. I mean, you have no idea. I wish I could just move my camera and show you this way.
I know I've seen photos of your room in which it's just shelves on shelves on shelves. So
People
like
get to see the pretty shelves, but in the middle, I mean, right now I'm in the middle of getting ready to do a organization and like a collection tour in the next couple months. But so I got like I got like 300 manga sitting on a table that's all for sale that I got to take pictures of, and then I have maybe 200 to 500 manga just on the floor that needs put away. And sometimes I just like, I don't know, I just want to light a match and just be like, all right, I'm done. Just
Oh my god.
instead of
like I
lighting
don't.
a match, at least you got to take a shotgun shell to one of them.
Yeah, I mean, like that's fun. I see some people. I'm getting off track here. I see some people do their manga alphabetically, and then in the alphabetically, or it's like by publisher, then alphabetically and stuff. And I would die if I had to do that with 50 manga, let alone 7,000 or something.
Yeah, I feel like for my own collection, which is kind of behind me, you might be able to see a little bit of it, but I try to keep it the same height. Like, so the same publishers will have different heights for certain series, so it's like I try to keep those together, and then like if I still have shelf space, I try to keep other publishers that are the same height on that shelf. So it's just like, because there's so many heights
Exactly.
for manga, and that's the
I
thing that peeves me the most about physical books.
I sort one way only. It's the way I do it. I do complete and not complete, and then in the complete and not complete by size. That's it. That's it. No rhyme
Yeah.
or reason. Yen presses are by 7Cs or by Titan mangas or by udons. Doesn't matter. Size. complete, not complete, and then obviously you got your stupid. F's sake, I got 60 trillion deluxes.
You were more
If
than
a
welcome to curse if you'd like, by the way. Don't have to hold back for our
yeah,
account.
I don't curse on my channel or anything, so
Fair point.
but I do curse in real life, so
Trying to hold
so
trying to hold back is yeah.
keeping it a little PG for the people, and then but
Fair point.
yeah, I will say if a tornado came, an F5, right over my home, it would not lift my house up because I have too many deluxes. Those things are so freaking heavy. It's not about space. It's about what a Billy has a weight capacity of 65 per shelf. You can't put a full row.
Yeah, so I don't have any of
Gotta
my
put it on the bottom.
deluxes. I don't have any of my deluxes in here. We actually got Billy bookcases for our living room. So the two Billy bookcases, the bottom row purely on both of them, despite what is above them, might be different. Just those two are just deluxes for my books. So yeah, I completely understand. They're quite cumbersomely large.
And these publishers are just going ham on these stupid deluxes. That's ridiculous.
Oh,
Different
I
different
agree.
thing.
Like, not to discredit it, but like I know I believe it's another kind of older series that I'm kind of like, why did this get the deluxe edition? I don't know, but Ubel Blot, it's not even that old. It's mid 2000s. Like, I don't. A part of me is just kind of confused why that one also got a deluxe. And I'm just like, this could have just been a reprint of regular books. This didn't need it.
I agree with that one. Like, while I like Old Boy, I think that one could have just been regular volumes.
I think okay.
You,
This
you
is gonna be blasphemous.
you
This is
don't
gonna be
need those Gundam Origins. I'm
yeah.
buying them all, but you don't need. I
It'll
love
be
my small one.
it'll be a bit blasphemous to say, but Vagabond didn't need it. They were just releasing all the omnibuses. They're still releasing the omnibuses if I remember correctly. So why? I don't. That one was.
I mean,
now that
I have them, in my opinion, they're superior to the Omnis
100%.
in every way except for the
Space capacity.
there's a debate. Yeah, there's a debate for the connecting spines. That's about it. But yeah, everything doesn't have to be a deluxe. I mean, and then Attack on Titan's coming out. I mean, like that's gonna be.
They're doing another version of Attack on Titan.
They're Kodansha's doing a deluxe version hardcover for the first time. Yeah.
Ah, dang it! Because they did the smalls, they did the omnibuses, and then they did like the mega, like super giant colossal editions.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Talk about. And then Lone Wolf and Cub. I mean, just Lone Wolf and Cub and Attack on Titan are gonna they're gonna be over 10 volumes. They're gonna be like, where am I supposed to put this crap?
Yeah. No.
I pay for movers, but I'm gonna have to like tell my movers.
Are you planning on moving anytime soon? I hope not, because that would be a pain.
Well, like I said, we pay up for the movers, but I'd box everything up and tell them,
needs to go in the next room when you get to.
Yeah.
Drew, let's go back to you because I've kind of talked intermittently between everybody. Like, so you were looking ahead at fall. Like, is there anything that you're currently reading? Like, what was the last series you've been reading, if any?
Well, I dipped my toes in Tank Chair, so I want to pick that back up.
Which I think that one's actually coming out in fall as well.
Yeah, that's fall.
Are you reading it? I don't know if it has an anime or not.
The anime's coming out in the fall.
Yeah, the anime's coming out in the fall. Yeah.
So definitely, I pushed that one. Volume 1 and 2, they just seem like a fun ride, but Volume 3 and 4 will blow you away. They're sick.
All right. So I'll pick that back up. But like we were saying about old stuff getting new stuff, like the Ghost in the Shell anime with the retro vibes, it's coming back. It's going to be beautiful. I didn't pick it up, but Frank kind of turned me on to it last week. Smoking with you behind the convenience store. Or what is that? Hold
Yeah.
on.
Smoking, yeah,
Hold on. Let me get the
smoking
prop.
behind
Behind the
the convenience store,
supermarket. Yeah,
supermarket.
behind the supermarket. Yeah, yeah. So I watched the preview for it. It was enough to get me hooked. So like honestly, I'm really really bad at organizing, as you guys have seen already. So I'm making a list here in between. So I'll just be apparently reading a lot lately. But yeah, I don't know, like I wanted to echo back to like years ago when we had a discussion about like what our favorite genres were and stuff, and like originally I was like, I dip my toes in slice of life. It's not really where I want to go. I like action, I like violence, I like
Yeah.
pulse pounding, like 3 hour bleach fights. And like now the cozier and just the cuter and like more slice of life and just chill a show is, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch the preview for that. Oh, it already has 18 volumes. Bye. So I think that's pretty much what's happening with me now.
Yeah, I think the 3 series that I had listed on Mangadex at the top of the show, I think you would really enjoy those then if you're enjoying
Okay, for
cozier
sure.
things. Um, there are a few digital series on Shonen Jump that are still relatively new that haven't gotten physical releases quite yet. But there's 2 specifically that I want to talk about. One that I feel like is kind of coming towards its end, called Hema-ten, which it's just another kind of harem rom-com that I've really been enjoying. A little bit of fan service here and there, but nothing like too outrageously horrible. Really been enjoying that. But the one that caught me by surprise, and I'm really looking forward to each week for the new chapter, is a series called Underdoctor. And I can't go to my bookshelf there down there, but I've got 3 volumes of weekly Shonen Jump from Japan. One was a gift from a buddy. One is or not weekly Shonen Jump. One is weekly two are weekly Shonen Jump, and one I forget what it is. But one is a gift from a buddy. One is the first volume that had Underdoctor in, or the first chapter, because I just coincidentally was in Japan when that first chapter launched. So it's like I'm gonna buy this because I really enjoyed that first chapter. And then the other is the first chapter of the newest JoJo part, which I bought online. So, but yeah, the Underdoctor, there's only 10 chapters out, or 11 chapters out as of recording today. And thoroughly, thoroughly, thoroughly enjoying that series. And I'm looking forward to whenever it gets, let alone adapted, but like getting a physical release, because that one will be one that I buy. Yeah, I tend to just do a lot of things physically, or not physically, digitally nowadays, because I feel like I'm always on the move. I have to work in the office 3 days a week, so it's just easier for me. It's like, hey, bathroom break, I can read a chapter here. I'm in my car for lunch or whatever, I can read a chapter there. So it's just like I feel like I've been consuming more digitally than I have been physically in the past couple years. So I've definitely slowed down on my buying habits, but there are still like a few series that I buy physically and read physically only. I don't go digitally for those. So still got a few of those, but yeah, no, the digital's kind of taken over my life at this point. Sloth, I know that you're Mr. Physical. Do you read anything digitally at all, or is it just pure physical for you?
Uh, Pure physical, unless I'm, on the move, traveling, airplane, places where I'm not carrying a physical. Um, there's so much out there physical, and you're telling me, and just so you know, I am writing. I'm a fan. I'm writing these things down. I wrote down Underdoctor and all this stuff, and they look sweet. Because I think Drew was saying this about like what your favorite genre is. I'm the worst case. I love everything. If it's a good story, I love it.
Oh
Love,
yeah, I'll hop in too. Same.
love
Like I'll
shonen, seinen, josei. Give me anything. Isekai, slice of life,
Yeah.
the bloodiest thing, the PGiest thing. I don't care. It's So
I'm in the
when
same
you're,
boat. I also pretty much read and watch everything and anything as well. And Tyler gives me.
which is
By the
yeah,
way, yeah, Drew. Real quick aside, I didn't bring it up last episode, but the fact that you and Tyler are making fun of my fucking shitty habits about watching all the shitty shows that come out week in week out or series for the season, don't think I haven't forgotten that. I just didn't bring it
Oh,
up, but I'm bringing it
well,
up now. I
he
do
listens
watch
to
literally
recordings.
everything, and there are some awful shows out there.
Why do you do that to yourself? Just out of curiosity.
It's background noise. It's just
Okay,
background noise that
okay,
I can
okay,
listen
okay.
to. So yeah, like Dead Account is a series that just ended, and it's awful. It is pure trash, but it's something to listen to in the background. But
Okay.
anyways, sorry, Sloth. You are the reader of
oh no,
all.
sick 'em, get 'em.
The
Get your
reader
pound of
of
flesh.
all. Like I know you kind of read everything, but is there something you've been gravitating towards recently?
Uh,
That's not what I want to drink.
yeah, like I said, it's tough because it's not just manga, because then it goes out to movies and shows, and then I love comics and graphic
Yeah.
novels. It just never ends. But manga wise, I've been
Well, you.
I really enjoyed. It ended, I think, last year, beginning of this year. Physically, the Fist of the North Star,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
that was just like over the top. I mean, it ended up with a great story, but it's just like over the top, just crazy fights and just like blood and gore that you just don't normally see in seinen because of the way they do things. And then, which transitioned into them. The first two hardcovers of the Magnificent Bastard, I believe it's called,
Hmm.
are out. So, and that's not by the same mangaka, but the same artist, and it has that same kind of style, but now in like a samurai form. So I'm enjoying that. It's good. I
Heck yeah.
finished what was it? Heart Gear finally.
That's another one that I've
Was
heard of. That's just a
pretty
complete
good.
blank spot for me. Like, what is that even about? Just give me a
It's
short
decent.
pitch.
Um, it's just one of those manga that seem easy to explain, but not.
Then
End of the
never
world.
mind.
End End of the world. No more humans left on Earth. All robots. A lot of the robots were, made by humans, then killed each other and killed all the humans for wars and stuff. There is one girl left, and she finds robot, and a lot of these robots look like humans because they were made to be fighting and then for
Yeah.
pleasure and whatever, and helps her. I'm just gonna spoil everything. Helps her get to point B on Earth, and just a lot of like super action, really good art. If you're familiar with Black Torch, is a pretty famous
I know
manga.
I know the name. I
Um,
haven't read it.
same mangaka for that one.
Okay. Very nice.
Not
Yeah.
not I don't sit here and usually when people ask me an opinion or something, I get a second to like write something up and think about it.
Not on the spot of just like,
And you guys are doing such a great job. That's why I'm writing all this stuff down. I'm like, that sounds good. Hey, that sounds good. Hey, that sounds good.
No, we're a fan too of just like, whenever we get the opportunity to talk to you like this, it's just like, hey, what are you geeking out about? Because it's like, we want to geek out about that too. Because the things that we might be geeking out about, we know that you probably enjoy too. So, no, by all means, like, if your Heart Gear is not really been on my, like, it's been that series that I feel like pops up every once in a while. I'll see it in a bookstore, or I'll see like a panel show up on my feed. I'm like, maybe I should just read this or whatever, and then my ADHD brain forgets and completely and just like goes on to the next thing. So it's just like, hearing it from you, it's like, okay, cool. I need to find it, get volume 1, figure it out. If I enjoy it, great. Buy the rest, because I looked it up. I think it's only like 7 volumes total.
Yep, 7.
So it's just like, if you like volume 1, just get the rest of the series, read it, and if you don't like how the series ends, just sell the series back to like half price books or something. So yeah,
Yeah, not the world's greatest thing I've ever read,
right.
but it was enjoyable enough. And I one of the most important things was volume one. While I think volume one was maybe better than most of the other volumes, which is rare. Sometimes volume one's kind of like flat and they try to info dump or whatever. But
Yeah.
volume one's pretty good. I read a lot of manhwas and stuff too.
Okay. Yeah, that is territory that I have not super familiar with, but I do know a little bit about. So, like, oh, excuse me, I had a burp there. Like, what if I have not read the top 10 most famous manhwas? Like, where would you direct me?
Okay, so contrary to popular belief, and if anybody watches this, they're hitting the downvote button now. Um, don't 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 read Solo Leveling. It's not good.
Already check box. I've already read it all, so we're good.
Okay, okay. Well, sorry if you liked it. It's it's middle
it's
of the
fine.
road.
It's fine.
You know, whatever you think is good and you like from that, there's that in everything else 10 times better,
Yeah.
with a better character and stuff. I think I'm not up to date on all the animes. I think I just read Beginning After the End. That's pretty decent.
Yeah, there was a lot of drama about season 1. So season 2 is actually coming out this anime or spring 2026. Actually, season episode 1's already out. Episode 2 comes out on
Well, if there's
Wednesday.
drama, I'm assuming
The quality
like I
was
don't.
shit. The quality was
Okay,
just
so
awful.
maybe it's a read instead of, and then maybe
That
if they skip things or something, I don't know.
that's how I'm feeling cuz I did watch season 1 and I think story-wise it was very good. It wasn't the best, but it was very good. And so I'm looking forward to watching season 2, but yeah, if it has the same kind of just bad quality where it's just like a frozen character with impact like frames like swooshing off to the side, kind of like
That sounds
moving a
lame.
PNG, like if that's how it's going to be for season 2, then I'll probably just end up reading it like you're saying. But yeah, there like after episode 1 came out, there was a full-on petition to redo the entire show already. It was that bad.
Yikes. I'd probably say, let me see, SSS-Class Revival Hunter. Try that one out.
SSS
Um,
class. Okay, yeah, that pops right up.
it's they switched it. In Japan, it's SSS-Class Suicide Hunter, which
Oh,
spoils something. They switched it to Revival Hunter in America. Um, gives away a little bit of what's going on in there. And then I don't even remember what we talked about before because I remember us chucking recommendations back and forth like a year ago. If you read The Boxer, just read The Boxer, it's manhwa. I think volume 13 or whatever's coming out and it'll be finished. It's amazing. I'm not a boxing fan. I don't watch boxing in real life. I don't really read and I'm not into sports too much, but it's amazing. It'll blow you away. And then he makes a series also. This is the main one. You got to read this. Write this down. It's called The Horizon, if you haven't heard of it or read it. 3 volumes. It'll knock you both on your ass, and you might even cry. It's amazing.
huh. The Horizon. Oh, I've seen this book in stores. I can at least say that much. I have no idea what it's about, but I
Don't
have
even read the back. Just go in blind. Just say this stupid idiot on the internet that put this stupid thing on his head told me to do something, and then just grab it, grab volume one. Just say, you know what, I'm gonna dive right in. And if
Fair
you don't
point.
feel something, you're you got a
Dead on the
problem.
inside.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no, I know that I've been what's the word? Intrigued by the cover alone because there are sometimes it's just like I'll read like the name of it and I'm like that does not sound like a me series, that doesn't sound like a me
Yeah.
series. But then I saw they had this book specifically like facing forward and I saw it and I'm like this is intriguing, but at the same time like I don't know if this looks kind of deep, dark, depressing, and I don't know if that's necessarily what I'm feeling right now, but like I feel like there has been something that I've been watching that is deep, dark, and depressing. So I'm like, I'm already in that mood right now. Let's give it a try. So this might be the actual time in my life where I am good for another one of those type of series.
It's
So
definitely one that you'll remember, and then you'll be happy you have it in like your, you're in the core of your mind to talk to people about or bring it up, or you will be passing it, forward to other people and say, "Hey, read this."
yeah, but I guess really for me, and I'll just kind of wrap up my final thoughts before I go back to you guys for your final thoughts. Um, this season, like, there's a lot that I've already said that I've already talked about. The only thing that I really haven't talked about is Akane Banashi, which is happening. It's actually I looked it up right before we went live and found out that hey, yeah, it's not going to be on Crunchyroll. It's not going to be on Hulu. It's not going to be on Netflix at least it until May of this year, because it says on livechart.me when you go to the series info and then you go to streams, it says Netflix outside of Asia on like in May 2026. So it's like, okay, so where can I watch this? Apparently, it's on YouTube. Akane Banashi is a series that I read chapter 1 and I fell in love instantly with this series. Like, it's such a different type of shonen series that it really like dug a special place in my heart, and it's still going on. I think chapter 200 just came out this week, if memory serves me correctly, but no, it's 201. But yeah, I was looking forward to it. Didn't realize it's on YouTube. So once we're done wrapping up here and I post the video online for Wednesday, I'm going to watch the shit out of episode 1, because this is one of those series that I absolutely adore and need instantly. But outside of that, I will say I made a video yesterday, a short form video about a series that I watched. It was an episode 1, and I think Tyler and I, when we had like talked about it, I was like, this is such a weird title that you and we are going to watch episode 1 and we're going to discuss it. Currently he's in Japan, that's why he's not here talking to us now. So but there was a series called Needy Girl Overdose, which just from title alone I was like, this seems insane, this seems crazy. And I watched episode 1, didn't realize, forgetting completely that it's based off of a video game, which I believe is called Needy Streamer Overdose or something like that. But episode 1 was so different, so unique, so intriguing in the sense and now I'm realizing, yes, this was the depressing series that I was reading or watching that I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I am in the depressing part of my time where I can like actually read something like Pun Pun right now and not be completely crushed. But yeah, Needy Girl Overdose was definitely something where it's just like, it is psychological think piece mixed with ultra pop, like idol pop, like to the max. And it took me by surprise that I need episode 2 ASAP, because it was so different from what I've seen in the past few seasons that I'm so intrigued, and I'm like, I need to know what happens. So that's kind of what I've been reading, watching, what I'm looking forward to. Drew, let's head up to you. Final thoughts, like what else, what else is intriguing you right now, if anything, that you would like to discuss?
Well, for this season, seeing that how much you guys were talking about Witch Hat, I'm definitely gonna check that out. Probably go back and find out where I can read it. We talked about it a little bit last week, but Demons of the Shadow Realm.
Yep.
TikTok showed me, unfortunately, one little scene, and I immediately flipped by it. I'm like, okay, I have to watch this. I have to watch this. So I think that's probably what I'm doing right after we finish recording. And then I'm gonna pick Second Prettiest back up, and then pretty much go on the recommendations you guys have been giving, because like I've just kind of been dipping my toes in manga digitally, and instead of actually sitting down and reading stuff. So I'm gonna find a better way to do that and maybe set aside some time.
Fair point. Sloth? What you got? What you got to bring us home?
I mean, what do you want me to do? Uh,
I'll answer as Timon would from The Lion King. Put on a skirt and do the hula. Anyways, no, but like is there something that you're looking forward to that might be getting a reprint or a first printing,
uh,
etc. Like just anything like that.
I could
That
I could be wrong. I got two things. I could be wrong, so I'll defer to my anime masters, you guys. Was
I'll
there
fact
any
check.
news about Hitman Reborn anime?
Ooh.
I thought I seen something about that. Unfortunately, it's not the manga. I want them to finish that or do something with that. But I thought I did see.
Is it just called Reborn with an
Yeah,
exclamation point at the end?
yeah. I'm just saying it is
Oh.
Hitman on it, but yeah. I
No,
seen.
I'm not.
I thought I saw something. They were gonna make a season 2 or something. I don't know.
Not that I'm seeing, but let me double check. Hitman
See,
Reborn exclamation point. New visual trailer. Okay, maybe you're right. Hold on. Reborn anime kicks off 20th anniversary with new visual and trailer, plus a pair of novelties for the weekend's Jump Festa attendance. Will celebrate its 20th anniversary in October 2026, and the series is warming up for next year's festivities with a weekend event, the anniversary visual, yada yada yada. La di da di da, nothing there. It might just be an event that they are hosting. The
well,
original.
see, that's where I get my info, like scrolling or something, and I see something random, and I'm like, oh, is there, and then I forget all about it.
Same.
So it says, last but not least, it was also announced that short videos of all 203 episodes of the anime will be released on the series' official YouTube channel at a rate of one per day starting January 4th.
Okay, so I see here, the Hitman Reborn is officially returning with a new anime project to celebrate its 20th anniversary in 2026. It was announced in December, and
Okay,
it has a
then
special trailer. So maybe that's what I saw. I didn't watch the trailer. I thought I seen something about the trailer or
fair,
something
fair point.
on.
Yeah, I see the trailer. I just, for some reason, I can't find where it says new series. So that's why I didn't confirm
Yeah, I just
quite
typed in
yet.
Hitman Reborn new series, and then I seen the post for it. So
Fair point.
it's on Crunchyroll. They announced it.
Okay, so yeah, we'll get something later this year then. So that'll be nice.
Eh. But yes, hopefully somebody will pick it up, or I don't know if Viz still has it or not, but hopefully they finish that manga or something. Knowing our luck, it'll just be some stupid giant deluxe or something. If they do. Um,
Yeah.
I am looking forward to kind of a downer, but light at the end of the tunnel. Recent changes in pre-orders for a Blaze manga. Because they have absolutely been, and I'm swearing here, shitting the bed. Um,
Ooh.
Terrible. Oh, jeez. You know
No,
what I'm
it's
saying?
fine.
Terrible publisher. I'm sick of them. Um,
Speak your
they
piece.
finally have been starting pre-orders and stuff again for some of their series. They've been like ghosting everybody for like 8 months or something. So Gannibal, I'm hoping Gannibal will finally finish its print, and now that we see some pre-orders finally, that they'll stop holding everybody's money hostage on the Kickstarter program, so we can get our box sets and stuff. And oh man, I'm just angry about them.
No, it's fine because I do remember reading at least the first two volumes of Gannibal that my younger sister had bought. It looks like they've released the first 6 volumes, but looking at it, it's slim pickings as to when they actually release it. The first two were about 3 months apart, and then between 2 and 3, it was 10 months apart. Then another additional 6, then 3, and then 3 again. But there's no news as to when the 7th volume is coming out. So, yeah, it would be nice if they do finish that, because that was something that I do remember reading the first 2 volumes and thinking, "Damn, this is unique. This is pretty awesome."
Well, I'm assuming you're talking digitally because physically volume 4 is not even out.
I'm talking
Um,
physically because
yeah, volume 4 is not out, or 5, 6, 7 in physical.
it okay, you know what? You might be right just for the fact that it does have a release date for 3, 4, 5, and 6, but there is no English like ISBN, like the barcode for it. So,
Yeah, they canceled everybody's pre-orders for 4, and that's when it started. And then
mm,
they have never made an announcement in close to a year about anything. Never said a single word, Instagram, Discord, anywhere. And they had the big Kickstarter, is why people are mad. So a lot of people have got zero updates, and then they, I have hundreds of dollars into it for the box set and all that stuff, and they're just ghosted and wouldn't give refunds and stuff. So eh, they suck. They suck. But did you see in the back of your Ganable when you read, or
I
your,
did. You had told me to
yeah,
look in the back of there, and I did see your name.
ooh, ooh, I'm famous.
Look at him go. It's like me being in the credits or like the graveyard for
Yeah,
Sea of Stars for that Kickstarter event.
yeah.
There's a graveyard where it has all their Kickstarters in there for they all have a grave, which is really funny. Um, but yeah,
That's,
no, I did see your name
yeah, I
and I
mean,
thought that was really cool that your name is printed in a book. So
I think they must have, I think, what was it? Their publisher or something went down where they got their stuff, mother company or something. Just a bunch of stuff through the grapevine. You don't know what's going on. But I think they found, I don't know, more money or somebody to print their books. I mean, if they
hmm.
print all these, and even with this big dilemma, does that make them better than Denpa? Denpa's terrible.
God knows, but yeah, no, I'm. It'd be nice to see Gannibal get its completion because that was something that I did enjoy. So hopefully, it gets unstuck from a blaze or somebody else picks it up, seeing that it actually got people purchase that the first volume and that there's a need for it. It's kind of like how Dark Horse they canceled volume 6 of oh shit, what's that series called? Corpse Delivery Service. I think they're finally coming out with so I can spell corpse delivery service. Uh they had canceled volume 6 like the day it was supposed to come out. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And then I saw it come out for like pre-order again like a year later. And
Yeah,
now
Dark
I'm
Horse
just
has
kind of
been
waiting.
dropping the, like, it feels like they have the ball, but then you're also like, wait, are they dropping it? Because they keep coming out with more stuff, but then other stuff is just so delayed. Like, here we go, right? If I can get my finger right, boop, boop, boop. My boy, Tomahawk Angel, finally is getting volume 3 coming out here from Dark Horse, and it took like a year for that one.
Yeah, it says I'm on their website. June 2020 or June 23rd is the release date theoretically for Tomahawk Angel. That is,
Yeah,
but
I don't
yeah,
know. I don't know what they're
it's
doing with some of these series.
yeah because Corpse Delivery Service was supposed to come out like February of last year, and now the new date is August 25th. So we'll see if that actually happens.
Or
But
it might change now. Once we get closer, it'll say December 31st.
yep,
It's coming out.
it just keeps getting pushed back and back and back. But Sloth, thank you so much for joining us this week. We greatly appreciate it. Let the people know
No
where
problem.
they can find you, where they can keep up with all your antics.
Manga Sloth, the Manga Sloth on just everything. Type it in, you'll find me. Instagram, Discord, um, where else? YouTube, I guess. I'm on YouTube.
That's like the biggest one, I feel like.
But don't watch me. Watch the Baka Boys.
Much appreciated. Drew, I'm not going to ask you where the people can keep up with you. They can just join our Discord and
You
tag you
can
incessantly
you
there.
can
Yeah.
you can see Drew in Japan by this lovely fence. Stop by.
Find them at your local fencing store.
Yeah, but follow the sign no high fives.
Exactly.
Only low fives.
But thank you, everybody, for joining us this week. We will be back next week with a brand new episode. If you want to keep up with us, you can find us on all social medias at Bakacopodcast, wherever you get your social media feeds. Again, back next week with a brand new episode. I believe Tyler will be back. If not, you'll get more of Drew and I. So until next time, Spark Triumph. We'll see you then.
Bye, everybody.